Hello all, welcome to Memoirs of an Ugly Man. This episode, I'd like to call it The Real Mission Impossible. So first of all, I have, maybe a cold, so my voice is a bit different. But we carry on. So, in this video, I would like to talk about how when you're an ugly dude trying to, create something with women romantically is really challenging. I mean, it's not just challenging, it's almost impossible. Not quite impossible, but it's almost the real mission impossible. Where just give you guys like the last month of experience for me. So I've been on apps, not quite dating apps, because dating apps, when you're an ugly dude, is like someone left a comment on YouTube, and I don't know who it was, but to quote this comment, he said that on dating apps, if you're an ugly guy and you're using dating apps, it's like the metaphor is like going dumpster diving whilst the dumpster is on fire. And I think that's a great analogy. So I don't really use dating apps. I use other things and websites, applications. So I've been messaging people, let's say on average 10 to 15 people a day, and that's direct messaging, like reading their profiles, messaging them. Likes, yeah, I like, again, 10 to 15, maybe 20 profiles a day on different other apps. So in that last month or so, how many people matched with me? So not quite matching, because that's like dating apps, but a similar kind of thing. I would say maybe three in the last month. But before you guys get too excited and start saying, well, that's 3 matches, there's still 3 shots, let me break it down for you. So out of that 3, maybe 1 or 2 were fake / scammer profiles. There was 1, maybe 2, that were maybe non-fake and scammer. However, when I engaged in conversation, because they matched, hey, how you doing, etc., I was straight ignored, just ghosted. I mean, not even ghosted, nothing even began, nothing ever even started. So what was the point of even matching with someone? Why even like someone back if you're just going to ignore them? From a guy's perspective. I'm sure from a woman's perspective, they're being bombarded. They're probably overflowing with likes and messages, inundated. So you just get drowned out. But from a guy's perspective, it's like, why even like at all if you're not even going to engage in a conversation? Because a conversation is what's going to take it to the next level, which is going to take it to the next level, which is going to take it to maybe hanging out. You need to talk for that. So that was in a month. Yeah, the likes were useless, and the matches were useless. So as far as the direct messaging on profiles, like I said, 10 to 15 a day, and out of 10 or 15. Maybe 1 will say like, hey, hello. They might go back and forth, maybe 2 sentences if you're lucky, maybe 3 if you're really lucky, and then that's it. It fizzles out. They vanish. They just it just straight disappear. And it's like, why even? Oh, by the way, first of all, this is a reoccurring theme. I've said this in other videos before, because it's the same. The cycle is the same. They seem to have like a very low attention span, and they just move on so easily. But also it takes minutes, 10, 20, 30 minutes, maybe hours, for them to even reply to your message. So, you're not just having almost no one, less than 5%, 5%, something so insignificant compared to how many you're throwing out there. But even still, their attention span is so low. It's like, can you imagine trying to have a conversation with someone where you have to wait an hour for their reply? And when they do reply, it's like minimal words, lack of enthusiasm, just lack of interest, lack of engaging you. You've got to do all the work for almost nothing back. And that's if they even stuck around in the first place. So, are you supposed to, actually go out, hang out with someone? If that's the rate of progress, I can tell you that in the last month, maybe 2 months, the success rate has been zero, complete zero. So, how are you supposed to progress anything? How are you supposed to hang out with, a lady? How are you supposed to do that if they're not even talking to you? They're not replying to you. They're not engaging with you. They're not interested. They're not talking to you. You're almost you pretty much are invisible to them. So that's why I think that dating for an ugly man is, I think, the real mission impossible. At least it feels that way. So yeah, any comments, let me know. Anyone has any questions, I'd love to answer them. So yeah, for all those guys in the struggle, it's there's not just a few of us. I personally think there's probably, in the West, I would say there's tens of millions of guys who are just effectively invisible in the world of romance when it comes to women. So yeah, there you go. That's my 2 cents, and yeah, catch you all the next time. Take care.